What is up, guys? Welcome back. Hotside Broadcasting coming back to you guys live again here today, this time from Dover. The ERL Developmental Series racing tonight. This is the second Dover race of the season. And let me open it off with just saying I am glad to be in the booth tonight. And I am glad these drivers are back on track tonight, because I thought after last week we had our final ERL race, ERL broadcast of ever. And that turned out to be false. So whatever happened, I'm just glad these servers are back and we get to put on a show for you guys tonight. A great turnout. You guys can see the roster here. Take myself out of it. 16 guys, so yet another full field. This has been pretty much all season, 16, 17 guys. So you guys can see a great turnout tonight. And if you go back to our last Dover race, we had a fantastic race then as well. So I have high hopes for this one. And at 9 o'clock, I'm going to roll the timer. It's 8:59 now, so we'll give it a minute. And I told these guys I'll roll it at 9. And yeah, just super glad. Here we are, 9 o'clock, going to roll the timer. So yeah, just super happy to be in the booth tonight and to see these guys go around the track again, because I thought we had seen that for the last time last week. We take a look here. It looks like Technosi's going to be on the pole, and Trap going to be starting second. He had his debut at Sonoma, had a pretty good debut a week ago. Third or second, that'd be Traps. Then it'd be in the second row. It looks like Rob and Mac Attack. And I'm going to back out here, and we are going to get in here and we are going to watch some Dover. Alright. Oh my gosh. Thought I was forgetting something. Oh, looks like I chose the wrong event. That's my fault. I'm not sure if these guys want to restart or not. They might. We'll see if they start backing out here. Something going on Mac Attack, I think that. No, that wasn't Mac. Who was that? Somebody had an issue there right on the start. And we got a caution already. Looks like they're in favor of just keeping it going, so we'll see what happens. Alright, well, Technosi's out front right now. Trap in the 17, Mac Attack in third. Making his debut tonight is Ice 9, so we'll see how well he does. Hoping for him to have a good debut. This is his first race. He says he's committed to trying to make it into the Sunday group, so we'll see how he does. Hootie Hoo right here in this 4th position. Looks like Shack Attack looking underneath him. Running out the top 5 is Shack. Hootie Hoo gonna clear him off the corner. Oh, big move here by Tone Touch underneath Shackett. Had the run, but he's not going to be able to stick it underneath him. Looks like Tone Touch making his 2nd race, I believe, of the season. See Wrigley Dust and Real Smooth. I think that's Real Smooth. No, it's not Real Smooth in the 24. Who's the 24? That's Viper making his 2nd race of the season. Made his debut last week at Sonoma. He is a Sunday driver in the 45 car for Gibbs. Skins there on the outside. Then you got still out front right now, Technosy Viper, or Technosy Trappin', Mac Attack, then Shackett and Tech. And we got something going on back here. Go Blue Tater up the track. Hootie Hoo in the 3 and Midland going by. Oh, Rob put him in the wall there off the corner. 42 gonna get by. The 47 gonna make a move, get by. Oh, they're stacking up here as well. See Stewart back there as well. Looking, a lot of racing going on back here. Cranger's stuck in the back. Stewart a big move onto the apron though. Explosive there in the 47. Tater in the 77. Viper in the 24. Looks like a 3-car breakaway and 2 cars right on the verge of the draft. Trap hit the apron there in front of Mac. Mac gonna get underneath him. Tech putting a big gap on these two, actually. It looks like Trap going to keep that position over Mac Attack, and pretty quickly you see Shackett and Tone Touch catching these two. And Cranger's already up to that 6th position. Though not having the draft, that's probably as far as he'll go. Unless we see some mistakes by these guys. Something these guys are going to want to watch for. I've seen multiple people, including myself, have hit this glitch going into turn 1. It'll knock your car sideways. You'll hit the inside wall with either the right side of your car or the nose of your car, and that'll destroy you. And typically doesn't bring out a caution because everybody else is able to get by you without hitting you most of the time. So that's if you're really close to the wall, getting into the corner. If you're away from it, like we saw the 42 car had a nice foot plus there, then you won't hit it. But if you're against the wall or pretty close to it, like right there, you probably would have hit it. But Hootie Hoo right behind the 42. Again, the 42 making his debut tonight. You got Rob right behind those guys. And then a pack of cars right here. Stewart in the 10. Oh, is Tater out already again? Looks like he's got pretty heavy nose damage. Tater could be done for the day. Midland making his... I think this is a debut, actually. I don't think Midland's made a race yet. Stewart, Viper, Explosive, and Wrigley Dust in a group here. Tech has put a pretty big gap on these guys, but I know you gotta save some gas to make it in this stage. Dover's always been known for that. Pack of 3 and then a pack of 4 here. Tone Touch making a move on Trap. Tell you what, Shackett's got some speed in that car. I mean, he drove right by Trap. He's already passed Mac Attack and has drove off from him, leaving Tone Touch in the dust. Tone was on him, and you can see Shackett all the way up there. You see Cranger's getting by Trap now. Tell you what, that 31's moving, and I think he's running Technosy down. Oh, Tater's back out there again. That's good. Oh, we got an incident off of 2. Looks like they're going to save it. 2 cars extremely loose. That was off of 4. Stewart and Explosive, or it may have been Explosive and Wrigley, I don't know. Or no, it was Rob and Hootie Who ahead of these guys. Those 2 extremely loose. Looks like Hootie's in the fence here. Viper going to make a move underneath him. Not going to quite get there, though. Oh, contact, I think. Explosive getting by. Stewart back there. Wrigley right on his tail. Hootie Who, super loose. This is early in the run to see him getting loose like that. We'll see if Shaka can run down Tech. That'll be pretty impressive if he can, because Tech Nazi's pretty quick. Looks like Crangers and Tone making a move on Mac Attack. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th right there. Trap falling off for those guys running in 6th. Trap, a pretty impressive performance last week. The podium finished 3rd at Sonoma, behind Tech Nazi and Crangers, who they dominated that race. Now Cranger's making a move on Tone. Looks like Hootie Who going down pit road. No need for a pit stop here, and they had a caution too, so there definitely should not be any pits here. Is Stewart blocking really best? Hit the apron there. I think he might be blocking him. I think Shackett is running down Tech though. Hootie Who coming out of pit road right there. Shackett's definitely the fastest car on the track right now. He is running down the 19 of Tech Nazi. Hitting the apron there. Gonna lose a little bit of time. Crangers has got by Tone. He's put a small gap on him, but nothing too crazy. You can see Mac Attack right there a little bit behind him. Mac Attack racing through. Said he had surgery, a pretty big surgery as well. So glad Mac Attack can at least make it, and seems to be fairly competitive like he typically is in the development series. So glad to see Mac back on here racing. Just like I mentioned it before, glad to be back at all tonight. With the servers giving everybody a scare this past week. Everybody thought it was done. All the leagues thought they were done. And then, out of the magical NASCAR Heat gods, servers came back and yesterday, and we're back racing tonight. Development actually didn't miss any races. Our Sunday group obviously missed Sunday, but haven't been informed at all on what's gonna be the deal. If I had to guess, we have a 2-period off week over later in the summer for the Olympics. NASCAR's off, and we follow the NASCAR schedule, so we have 2 weeks off. I think it's July 21st or something. It's the end of July to the beginning of August. We have 2 weeks off there. I assume we'll probably be making Sonoma up somewhere around there, if I had to guess. Because we have 2 off weeks, we can probably make up Sonoma. If I had to guess. But Dover remains this week. Shackett has stopped reeling in the 19. Tech has actually pulled him back a little bit. But Shackett sure fired off fast. Tech now sees Shackett, Craniers, and Tone touch the top four. These four have gapped the rest of the field. These four are pretty spaced out. Craniers is pulling away from Tone. Pretty big group of cars through here though. Explosive, Rob, the 42 of Ice 9, 24 of Viper. All four of these guys relatively close. Looks like Wrigley's falling off of them a little bit, and then a little bit further back looks like Stewart. And we know Gobu Tater's at least a lap down. Midland. He's in danger of losing a lap, I believe. And Skins is currently losing a lap now. Or no, that's Hootie Hoo going by him. Tone touchdown pit road. I don't think they need to pit. And with the caution, we for sure shouldn't need a pit stop in the first stage. Could be a gearing issue there. We know Dover is known for burning the crap out of gas. People have to make a pit stop earlier than, you know, tank says 38, 39 laps, whatever it says, and you only get 33, 34, depending upon your gear. So that makes a difference. You gotta put in a fuel gear a lot of times, and we'll see if they need to pit or not. I'll check. No, they don't. This is the end of the stage. So Tone touch, that's not good. That means he didn't make it. And with the caution, they all should have made it easily. So that's not good for the rest of the race for Tone touch. The fact that he had the pit there. So Tech wins the stage. Shackett second. Cranger's third. Mac Attack fourth. Trap fifth. Then Viper, Ice 9, Explosive, Rob, and Wrigley Dust. Trying to see if anybody's a lap down. Well, I know some people are. Tone touch, I believe, got his lap back. Yeah, Tone got a lap back. Alright, so here we are. Tech, Shackett, Crangers, and Mac gonna lead us into the corner. You see Trap rounding out the top 5 with the debuter and the 42 right there. And he's actually gonna get 5th. He's gonna, or no, he's gonna stay 6th, right ahead of Viper. He's gonna clear Viper. Looks like Tech and Shackett are clear. Cranger's gonna get cleared. Mac Attack gonna hit the wall here. Gonna come down and take out the whole field. We got a big wreck down the front straightaway. The 7's in it, a Rob. Caution is out. That was a pretty big incident right there. Got the wall and hit it at an angle to where it shot him right down the track. You can hit the wall off of 2 and off of 4, but if you hit it at the right spot, like he hit it hard there. Bounced right off. Stewart's got a small wrinkle on his hood. He should be fine now. I know somebody's gonna have a lot of damage. Rob, Mac, obviously, in it. Though, for it to happen at the front of the field, I am surprised more cars are not involved in that. So that should help somebody else get the free pass. Hootie Hoo, I think, needs it yet. I don't know if Skins lost a lap. I'm not too sure. Yeah, looks like Hootie Hoo's gonna get it this time. And now some strategy. You got Explosive, Viper, and Tone at the front. Those 3 did not pit. Or if they did, they took right sides. Explosive to the lead. Checking up on the bottom. Good check up there by Tone and Shackett there on the bottom not to run over each other. Explosive still slow on the bottom there. Big checkup. You can see all of them super tight off the corner. Explosive underneath Tech Nasi. Tech trying to get him on the outside. Running low with Crangers. Crangers a check up into the corner. The 42 underneath him. 3 wide off of 2. It's not good. They held it. Oh, that was impressive. Those guys, none of them even touched. That was pretty good right there. All 3 of them held their line. Tech still holding strong on the outside of Explosive. Tone Touch and Shackett giving each other room on the bottom as they're having a check up. Wrigley Dust, he's up here all of a sudden as well. Crangers back underneath both of them, trying to get a 2-for-1 contact in the corner. Wrigley hit the wall. Oh, the 21's around. I think he came off the wall. Oh, we got flipping. That 24 is dead. So that wasn't Mac, that was the 24 Viper. And Viper took a wild ride. I mean, if he doesn't have a concussion and a broken skull, and I mean, that was insane there, that flip by the 24 Viper. Oh my gosh, the same incident there. Crangers and Wrigley had contact, and the 8 went up in the wall and came down, hit Viper, and incident pursued. So this is going to get interesting now with the strategy. I assume they all got a pit. They ran enough laps there. They should all have to pit. So I believe that'll put Tone Touch. No, Explosive's gonna have the lead. Then Midland. So I think another strategy happened here because now all of a sudden Midland, Crangers, Trap are all at the front. Tone Touch and Tech, who I believe were 1st and 2nd, are 5th and 6th. Midland gonna get down in front of Crangers. Crangers is all over him. Contact pushed him into the corner. Big check up here. We're gonna see 3 wide off the corner. Now Midland in the wall came down. Tech held on to it when he hit him. Midland losing a bunch of spots early. Oh, we got contact Stewart in the wall. And we got the same thing again, off of 4. We got a wreck. I don't think that's gonna be a caution though. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, Hootie Hoo and Stewart there. See, this is all starting with what's going on at the front of the field. These guys are checking up and hitting. Guys are getting the wall off of 2 and off of 4 coming down. And this is all starting. These strategies guys are using to get to the front. You're on old tires, potentially with damage. You're on right side tires, and you're just so much slower than the rest of the field. And we've seen it. I mean, that 3 car dropped like a rock to the back of the pack. And when guys are catching him so quick into a corner, it's causing an accordion effect. Guys are having to check up. Somebody hits somebody, they end up in the fence, and when you hit the fence, you bounce off, and everybody wrecks. And we've seen it. We saw Viper, a massive flip down the backstretch. This is 3 back-to-back cautions now, all of which are the same incident. 99% of the cautions at Dover is what we're seeing. All 3 of these incidents tonight so far, same thing. Well, Midland trying it again. Looks like he's up to 3rd. Mac Attack 4th, Wrigley 5th. Crangers and Tone out front. And Mac Attack dropping to the back. Now Rob's in the wall there. We gotta go back here and watch this. We could see the same exact thing happen again off of 4. Yep, Midland in the wall. Hung on to it though. Yeah, I think he kept it off the wall. Dropping like a rock again. Remember, he restarted 3rd. He's already outside probably the top 10. I think they're going to get sorted out this time, though. Look at all these cars. This is cool, seeing everybody out there. This many cars out there. Alright, back at the front, looks like Crangers and Tone are out there, and they've actually got a pretty big gap back to 3rd place, which is Trap. Behind Trap, you see Mac Attack, Wrigley, Shackett, and Tech. This has been an entertaining one so far. Cranger smacked the wall there. Oh, Cranger's in tone contact. Tone to the front, and that's going to allow all these guys to catch up. Mac Attack pushing up here. He's going to get the wall. Kept it in the fence that time. Good job by Mac. Clearly an intent to keep it in the wall. Didn't come down. Oh, somebody in the wall back here as well. I think it was explosive. Oh, Hootie got the apron, gonna push up. Midland on his outside still, though. Hootie gonna get clear. Midland in the wall there off of 2. Wrigley being passed here. Technosy gonna get clear. Mac Attack and Ice 9 right there. Again, making his debut tonight, having a solid run. Tone touch. Looks like Cranger's going to get to him in the middle of the corner. Tone going to pull him again off the corner. Shackett going by Trap for 3rd. I think Tech will be the next one pouncing on a move. Trap looking back under him. Going to get the apron. Going to open the door. Technosy going to get by him. Oh, looks like Tater's in the pits this time. Ooh, Stewart, Hootie Hoo, and Viper, I think, yeah. Those 3 going at it right here for whatever position they're battling for. With all the cautions, I'm not sure what this is going to do for field strategy now. A big gap now. Tone has put a gap on Crangers. Shackett is catching Crangers. And then there's still a good battle here for 4th. Everybody all over the 17 car. Technosy, Wrigley Dust, Mac Attack, and Ice 9 all right there. Technosy under him. Not going to get under him though off the corner. Crangers has run down. Tone touch. Yeah, definitely still going to need a pit stop yet, but I think that may have taken the fuel out of it, at least to an extent. Five-car group here, all behind Trap. I think Tech is wanting to go, but hasn't quite had the run yet to pass him. I think he has it here. He's choosing to ride behind the 17, pushing him into the corner a little bit. You can see the 19 of Tech is a little faster. Wrigley, a bobble in the corner, Mac underneath him. He hit the wall, going to keep it in the wall. We've been seeing that a ton. I think any league race you've ever had at Dover, if you had a caution that was... like, if there was a caution that happened and it wasn't somebody hitting the wall off of 2 or off of 4 and coming down and hitting somebody and taking them out, if you had a caution that wasn't that, like all 3 of the cautions tonight have been that. And any caution that happens on Sunday will probably be exactly that. Somebody getting the wall and coming down, taking somebody out. I can't even picture a wreck in my head happening at Dover that's not that. So, I'm sure it's possible, but... I feel like, unless it's going to be an intent wreck, I feel like it's hard to even envision a wreck that's not that. Technosy making a move here on Trap for 4th. He's going to get him this time. You see they're pretty spaced out. Rob kind of in his own world. Hootie Hoo, Wrigley. Battle for the lead. Crangers, Shackett has caught Crangers. Crangers all over Tone. Big group of cars here. Everybody's nose to tail. There's a ton of cars here. and they're all stacked up behind the 17 of Trap. You can see Tech is now putting a gap on Trap, and then you got Mac Attack, Ice 9, Wrigley Dust, High Explosive, and Viper all in a line here. All these guys, that's what, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. All stage points right here. All stage points for these guys to get. Top 3 are gone, and then 4th through 10th is right here. All 7 of them. Viper has quite a big gap. I mean, barely even visible is the next car behind him. It's Hootie Hoo. And then behind him is a gap back to Stewart. That's 11th and 12th. Pass for the lead. Looks like they both have passed Tone. And now Shackett is passing Crangers. Tone trying to pass him back. Contact there. Tone pinching him. Crangers getting the wall a little bit into the corner. Now Tone looking back on Shackett. All 3 of these guys racing it out. This is exactly what Tech Nossi wants to see. And he's gaining. You can see Tech is pulled away from the group of cars behind him and is running down these 3 leaders. And these 3 leaders have been racing it out. I think, oh, Crangers back underneath Tone. Tech has just as good of a car as any of these guys. I think these 4 are going to have a heck of a race if they can all stay out of trouble. Crangers had a poor qualifying effort. He's made it up to 2nd. Shackett didn't qualify great as either. Tech Nossi had the pole, and then obviously some incidents have happened since with a couple cautions, but Tone Touch is up there. Midland making his debut again. Loose there off of 2. Stewart kind of in his own world. He's got Hootie in front of him. This is 11th and 12th, I believe. Tech Nossi's gaining on these 3. I mean, he's almost there. And this group of cars has been battling. Looks like the 42's lost a couple spots. Wrigley Dust is now trying to get by him. Looks like Viper has passed both of them. Now he's looking on Trap. Meanwhile, Mac Attack and Explosive have both passed the 17 of Trap. Rob kind of in his own world. Hootie Hoo in his own world. He's got Stewart behind him, but looks like Crangers and Shackett are putting a gap on Tone. Meanwhile, Tech has caught Tone. I'm starting to think this could be a 3-way race between Shackett, Crangers, and Tech. I think Tone is quick enough to hang. We'll see if he can hang throughout the entirety of the race, though. Tech making a move on him. What have we talked about all season? The big 3. Shackett, Crangers, and Tech Nossi. Every single race other than I think 1 has been won by these 3 so far. 2. Gateway is the other one where none of these 3 made that race. So I guess Gateway, there wasn't much of a choice. The big 3 wasn't going to win that. Crangers, Shackett, and Tech didn't make that one. But other than that, Kansas is the only one. With the last lap pass, Corey getting by Tech. Other than that, it's been nothing but these 3. Looks like Tone Touch, the only one that's going to hang with him so far tonight. Shackett and Crangers putting a gap, but Tech Nossi trying to reel him in. I mean, he's already reeled him in from a pretty big gap back, so these guys got to race, and Tech took advantage of that. He's got by Tone, trying to run these top 2 down. Which one of the big 3 is going to nab a win tonight? Looks like Tater's out of it again so far. Stewart has passed Hootie Hoo for, I believe that's 11th. These guys have gotten to racing. Trap has passed. Explosive back, and Mac Attack has been passed by all these guys, so he probably got the fence or something. These guys have been swapping and trading positions all stage so far. Trap now leading this group once again. Explosive second in this group. Viper was dead last in this group. He's made his way to third in the 24. Wrigley, and then the 42, and now Mac was leading this group. Now he's back to, I believe that'd be 10th. This is 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, I believe. Oh, 42 loose off of 2. Mac gonna clear him into turn 3. Viper and Wrigley Dust side by side. Viper loose off of 4. Wrigley gonna get by him. Trap is now starting to put a gap on Explosive. Trap, again, his debut was a week ago at Sonoma, finished 3rd. Viper made his debut last week at Sonoma as well. Looks like Wrigley Dust going to pit road. First to pit. How many to go? This is going to be important here. So he's got 33 laps. They should all be able to make it easily from here. So 33 laps. And Wrigley's the first one to pit. Looks like, I believe Shackett's pitting. Or no, we got Midland pitting in front of the leaders here. Remember, they've got a pit going into 3 that will be in effect this week. Crangers has gotten by Shackett, actually. Crangers is now out front. Shackett to 2nd. Technosi's caught them to 3rd. This is going to be a heck of a battle between these 3 all race. It's gonna be exciting to watch these guys. Tone Touch right there in the mix. Looks like Mac Attack is now peeled off the pit. Oh, the 42 in the wall hard off of 4. Wrigley's coming out. Hooty hoo down pit road. Alright, we got the one of Skins a lap car pitting. Cranger's the first to peel off between these leaders. Shackett and Tech gonna stay out. I think that's the good option. There's a lot of laps left. Tires matter. Shackett and Tech managed to stay out. Do they pit this time? No intention of them, either of them, gonna pit here. So multiple laps Crangers is gonna be down on tires versus these guys, but he's gonna gain some track position. So we'll see which one wins out. And confirmation, Crangers a black flag to make a day worse. He's already had to start. He's already had to come from the back. He's gonna have to do it again. And now these 2 pit. Or no, Shackett's gonna pit. Tech says, screw you, I want a lap pressure tires on you as well. Tech's gonna stay out. And like I said, these 3 were gonna have a good battle as long as they could all stay up there. Cranger's a mistake. You see Stewart coming down pit road now. Oh, in the grass a little bit. The one of Skins is coming out. Here comes Tone. Short pitted the leaders a little bit. We'll see where he comes out. Maybe he can get back in their draft and, you know, get some track position and get back in the top 2's draft. He wasn't too far back. You can see what short pitting does, because look at all the ground Wrigley Dust has made up. The first to pit, and he's made a ton of passes already. Explosive coming out. Did Shackett black flag? I mean, Explosive's coming out with him. Maybe Explosive black flagged and he's a lap down. I'm a little confused, because actually, look how much. Oh, Tech stayed out a little longer. Okay. Well, let's see the gap between the 14 and the 31. I wonder if Shackett didn't black flag as well. No, they're on opposite ends of the track. Shackett didn't black flag. Alright. Cranger's a half lap down. Here comes Tech out of pit road. Shackett gonna get by him for the lead. How far back does the 19 fall? You can see all the ground short pitting makes. It makes a big difference. I mean, you see, I mean, Trap is actually, how many seconds back was the 17 from the leaders? And he is past the 19. Oh no, that's Explosive. Same thing. He was back there as well. The 3, I believe, is a lap down. I don't think Explosive is, but he might be. 17. Yeah, this has changed the order of the race for sure. Looks like Crangers is past Hootie. This is going to be the 19 versus the 31, and the 19's got a lot of traffic in front of him. He's got to get by Explosive and Midland and the one car of Skins. And he's not making very quick time of them. Crangers is still in the top 10. He's running 9th, so he'll still get stage points. You know, he's been the king of stages so far, and he didn't win the first one. Doesn't look like he's going to get the second one either. He's only not won 2 or 3 stages this year, and this is not a good showing for him. He's not going to win either of the stages here. Not even going to come close to winning either of the stages tonight. But, what's more important? The race win. He's still capable of doing that. Can he get the win tonight? Technosy with the fresher tires, but a big gap back to Shackett. I'm starting to wonder, was short pitting the right option? Because you gain a ton of time, clearly, short pitting. I mean, yeah, there's no way Explosive is for position. He must be a lap down because he's running good pace. He clearly didn't short pit to gain track position. Because if he did, he'd be falling off a cliff on the tire wear. Trap just got passed by the 21. I believe Trap pitted pretty early because I think he gained some time. Viper and Mac Attack right in front. You see Wrigley Dust is falling off. He pitted early. He was the first one to pit. You see all the massive track position he gained. He gained probably 4 or 5 spots. He's going to pay for it now on the back end of the run. Oh, the 17, the bumper into Mac Attack in the 21. Underneath Mac. Gonna clear him. Looks like Rangers has caught Ice 9 in the 42. Tech is struggling to get by Explosive, so Explosive must have some pretty good pace. Coming to 17 to go here. If you guys are watching out there, leave a comment, let me know what's going on. Have you guys been enjoying the servers that we all thought were done forever that are thankfully back up? We're able to produce this show for you guys tonight, a 16-car full chat field tonight. 16 guys, 15 of them still running. If you guys are tuning in, let me know who you're rooting for. What's going on? What you guys doing this evening? Who you think's gonna win? Leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. Looks like starting to get a group of cars formed here again. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cars relatively close. Mac Attack trying to get by the 1. Using him up. Look at him. Using him way up the track. He must have got tight or something there. He was using all the track to get by him. Now the 17 passing the 8. Again, Wrigley on super old tires. He pitted first of everybody. What's going on trackside? Yeah, man, glad these servers are back up. We missed Sonoma, but I'm sure we'll make it up at some point. We've got weeks off over the summer. We can make it up, I hope. And, yeah, just gave everybody a scare there. We all thought all the leagues, all the racing was done, and thankfully it's back. I didn't know what I was going to do with myself there for a little while. I think everybody was kind of in the same boat. No warning, just Boom. Gone. Contact between RCR cars. Wrigley Dust getting by Midland. Rooting for Cranger's trackside. Yeah, no, Cranger's was up there. Him, Shackett, and Tech. Those three cars are super even. And, Cranger's went down pit road, short pitted, got a black flag. I was curious to see how the short pit was going to work because we see it's paying off for the 31. He short pitted the 19 and clearly has a massive gap over Tech now. So the short pitting has been the way to go so far. But yeah, Cranger's got a black flag. I think he's up to 8th or 9th now. So trying to make up as many positions as he can to set him up better for the next stage. He's up to 8th. 10 to go yet in this stage. Tech has been struggling to get by explosive. I don't know if he's using explosive to save gas. You shouldn't have to save. They should all be easily good enough to make it. Tech also stayed out longer than anybody, so that shouldn't be the case for Tech at all. He should be good to go. Shackett in a zip code of his own so far. Trying to earn his way back into the Sunday group. Dominating so far at Dover. Again, a couple guys making their debut tonight. The 3-car of Midland is one of them. The 42 of Iceline is the other. Stewart only races every so often. Good to see him back in the field tonight. Skins, RCR driver. We might as well go to the field tonight while we've got an opportunity. RCR driver trying to get his car ready for Sunday. Skins in the 1. Tone Touch, typically racing at FTR, but looks like he's not doing that tonight, so he's making his second race of the season. He made Charlotte. He's making this one here. Running in, I believe, the 3rd position. He is a Joe Gibbs driver for the Sunday group. Explosive, another RCR driver for the Sunday series. Looks like, I don't know, I don't think he's second. I think he has to be a lap down trying to get that free pass, because he wasn't up there with Tech, and yet the only way he'd be up there is if he short pitted. And clearly he didn't do that because he's just as fast as Tech is right now. So Viper, a Joe Gibbs driver for the Sunday group, drives the 45, making his second race tonight. Made his debut last week at Sonoma. Tech now see another Gibbs driver for the Sunday group. He recently made the top 16 in points, so current playoff driver for the Sunday group is Tech. Trap made his debut last week, so this is his second race, and again, having another solid performance. Finished 3rd last week at Sonoma. Rob, another RCR driver, trying to get his car ready for Sunday. Mac Attack, a Penske driver, trying to get his car ready for Sunday. He's been with us all season in the development group. He's won once. Yeah, he won once, I think. I think he won at Gateway. I think. Yeah, he won at Gateway. Ooh, Ice 9 now down pit road. Hopefully he didn't DNF. Making his debut tonight. Hopefully he's still in there. The 99 of Hootie Who, been with us all season in the development group. Wrigley, another RCR driver. Cranger, Stuart Haas driver, who recently made his way inside the top 16 in points. Shackett was a Sunday driver. He is now racing in the development group, trying to get back into the Sunday group. Tater's been with us all season in development. He's DNF'd again. And then that leads us back to Midland. So out front again, 31 is Shackett. That short pit worked for him. Where's he at? There. And that's it. Stage 2 winner, Shackett. Cranger's made it back to 7th. Alright. Yep, the 42 is done, so Explosive will get the free pass, Midland and Skins are still a lap down. So that'll put 12 on the lead lap to start this final stage. 13 of us are still, or 14 of us are still running. Hopefully, Craners can get back to the front and we can have another good battle at the front of the field. Tech and Shackett have been up there most of the race. Tech, the Stage 1 winner. Shackett, the Stage 2 winner. Who will be the race winner? Second Dover race of the season. I don't remember who the heck won the last one. I think it was Crangers, but I don't remember. Oh, Crangers, what's going on? Tech is super slow to fire off here. Big checkup on the outside. He's already lost 3 spots. And that quickly, Crangers is fighting for 4th. Trap is back up to 3rd. Tone out 2nd. Shackett out front. Oh, Crangers the wall. A little bit off of 4. Rob super loose there off of 4. Loose on lap 1. Hang on to it. Viper hanging on to it off of 2. Rob underneath him. Shackett out front. I do believe fuel saving probably is a factor at Dover in the final stage. How many laps is this? Ooh, Midland in the wall off the 2. Crangers. Oh, never mind, I was confused. Alright, Crangers is up to 5th, Technosy in 4th, Trap running in 3rd, Tone is 2nd, Shackett out front. Looks like Tone and Shackett are putting a small gap on Trap, so Tech and Crangers might have to go here. Mac Attack and Viper right there as well, so it looks like we have about about 7 car breakaway. Rob in 8th, trying to hang on to it. Tech gained on the 17 quite a bit that corner. Can he get by him? 17 was close of getting the fence. Everybody, though, in the draft is probably just being pulled along. I assume everybody's probably backing it down, saving, not trying to make any passes because they're probably saving gas. That's how Dover is. Looks like Tone is backed up to the 17 car. 17 was all over in that corner. Big accordion. Everybody's nose to tail. 7-car breakaway. And all 7 of them are under a blanket. You can tell they're fuel saving at this point. I mean, look at the 44 backing way off. The 14 making a pass on Tech. Underneath him. And this is going to bring the 7 car back into this if they're slowing the pace down this much. Crangers is past Technosy now. I mean, you can just see the accordion into the corner. The 17 all over the 44. You see a gap between Tone Touch and Shackett. Clearly starting to back it off, trying to save. Now, Crangers making a move for third. Contact with the 17. Got to his quarter panel. Not going to get there. And heading into turn 1, though. Can he get by him here off of 2? Not quite going to get there. You can see, look at the time he loses down the straightaway. Clearly backing it up into the corner. Getting doing though off of 4. Losing it down the straightaway. Loses it big time into the corner. Probably popping it into fuel gear into the corner. Some people will be popping it into 5th. Some people with the capability to pop it into neutral. And some people will simply use their fuel gear. Trap now looking for 2nd on Tone. Crangers all over him. 17 making a pretty good statement here in his 2nd race. Finished 3rd a week ago at Sonoma. Pretty impressive. And he's not racing against slouches. These guys are competitors. You know, Crangers was in contention to win Gateway. Tech has been fast all season. Shackett has obviously dominated this race so far. So Tone Touch is quick. I mean, everybody. Viper, Mac Attack. This is pretty good competition here in this lead group. Traps up to 2nd. Cranger's looking for 3rd on Tone Touch. Tone in the wall a little bit. Cranger's going to get by him. Can he slide down in front of Technosy? He will. Viper's getting around Mac Attack for 6th and 7th. And now Trap looking for the lead. Hopefully he knows enough to save some gas. Clearly Shackett's backing off here, trying to get 2nd. Trying to save some gas. All 7 of these guys under a blanket. I mean, one incident and it could wipe all of them out. Crander's getting the apron there in turns 3 and 4. Contact, Tech in the wall off of 4. I think Mac's going to get by him. He will. So will Viper. Now Technosy has fallen to 7th. Since that first stage, the 19, I believe, has struggled a little bit. Cranger's now going by Shackett. Looking for 2nd. Will Tone Touch trying to get by him as well. Contact there between the 14 and the 31. Trap is getting away. I don't think he's saving very much. Ooh, right there, Hootie Who slammed the wall off of... Oh, and he's around! He is wrecking, but he's wrecking all by himself. I don't think that'll bring out a caution. Oh, wait, the 1's in it. Or was that the 1? I wonder if that was the 1. I don't think that was Hootie Who. I believe that was the 1. Oh no, Hootie Who is in it as well. Something's going on. Tons of damage. Gonna be going down to pit road. We saw that just barely. We were able to get lucky enough to see that Hootie Who's destroyed. I don't know if the 1 was involved. Regardless, no caution. Back at the front, Shackett has remained in 2nd. Crangers is 3rd. Trying to reel in the 17 car again. I hope the 17 is saving gas. Because clearly everybody else is. Tone Touch 4th. Viper 5th. Technosy and Mac got side by side. They've let this top 5 kind of get away. Hopefully they can get back up there. Especially if the pace is off, they should be able to. Pop it in race gear for a few laps. Make the time back up. Rob is lurking though. For making this an 8-car breakaway. Now the 17 of Trap leading some laps. This has been a good race so far. Obviously our other Dover race I felt like was a pretty phenomenal race. This one has been competitive as well. Looks like Mac has fallen off of this group now, down to a 6-car breakaway. Viper looking underneath Tone for 4th. Not gonna get there. How much longer we got till pit stops? We are coming on 52 to go. So, 1 stop yet is all it would take. You can see how close everybody is into the corner. Massive accordion. 17 got loose off of 2. Shaq, it's all over him. Trap is building a gap here again, but I believe that's due to the 31 backing off saving. You can tell who's saving the most just by the gap between each car. 31 probably benefiting the most here, saving a ton. The 14 could be benefiting a little more though, because he's also benefiting off of that gap. The 31 saving all that. The 14's backing off of him a little bit. But the pace Shaq gets running is obviously going to be slower, so the 14 has to slow it down. So, I mean, everybody behind Shaq is probably benefiting a little more than Shaq is off of this gap. Falling back a ton, though. I can't imagine Trap is saving anything. If he is, it's not much. Missing the corner there a little bit. You will see when it comes down to pit time who pits, when, and how long. And I said one more pit yet. I believe there's 2 pits. Unless they can... Well, no, it could be one more pit. I mean, if... Oh! The 24 loose Viper spins it out off the corner. Got loose. That's a bummer. He was right in the middle of that group. He's going to have a ton of damage. Unreal. That's a bummer for Viper. He was running well as well. Tone and Tech have fallen off now from Craners and Shackett a little bit. We once had 7, then we went down to 6, now we are down to 5. And all 5 are spread apart as well. And I believe we're back to 6, because I believe Mac has actually caught the back end of this group again. Here we go, Trap is pitting super early. We will see how much longer these guys go. In order to make it on one more stop, they gotta go another 5 laps and these guys have the capability of going another 8 or 9 laps. So what I figured is going to be the case for the 17 trap is banking on a caution at this point, because he's not making it on one more stop. He clearly didn't save anything there, and it's going to bite him. And this could come down between the 14 and the 31, Shackett and Crangers. I believe these two have had the class of the field car tonight. Which one's going to get it done? Not to say they're lurking back there a little bit. Tone Touch, Technosy, they could get there and win the race, but they're obviously losing time, so they got to make that time up. 42 to go. See Midland of the 3 car there into pit road. Stranger's making the pass. He must feel he saved all he needs to save. He's going to go now. Shackett looking back under him. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. He's going to stay in line. I was going to say, that's a way to let Tone and Tech gain and get back up there. You can see Cranders is going as well, putting a gap on the 31. I'm not sure if Shackett is quite done saving yet. I believe Cranders has put it in gear, at least to an extent. Here comes the 31. They should be pitting within the next couple laps. You can see just how early the 17 pitted though. He pitted 5 laps ago, now 6 laps ago. These guys are still running and will be for another couple laps yet. So Trap's in a bad spot here, banking on a caution. He's going to come out of the pits and he's going to have a huge lead. But these guys are going to make it on one stop. He obviously won't. Shackett coming down pit road, short pitting. Now this is huge. This is actually huge news. I would say the race has just fallen into the 14's hands. Let me explain why. Shackett pitted. Obviously he's going to gain some time, track position. But he's going to have to continue to save. There's still 37, 38 laps to go. You don't get that in your race gear. You get 33, 34, maybe 35 at most in your race gear. 37, 38 to go, whatever there is, he's going to have to save. Which means he's going to have to slow his pace down. 14 of Crangers, he's going. Looks like he's going to pit this time, so he's got an extra 2 laps. He might be able to make it and not have to save at all. Which means he's going to go hard while Shackett's going to have to back off and save. I mean, obviously, that tells you Crangers is going to go faster. He's not going to be saving. 31's going to be saving. Shackett's coming out. Obviously short pitted. Going to gain some time. Crangers is going to have the fresher tires, but Shackett's going to have to save yet. I'd be surprised if he's got a gear that can go 37, 38 laps. Technosy, is he still running? He could be in the best position, because I'm not sure. Looks like he's down pit road. I'm not sure. These guys are going to come out 35, 36 to go probably. I'm not sure. They might have to back off and save a little. But at this point, each lap matters, because that's a lap less you're going to have to save in this final run. And if you can go long enough in this first stint to not save at all, you're probably going to win the race, because everybody else is going to still be saving while you're able to pedal to the metal. So let's see where Tech comes out versus the 14. I believe this race has fallen into the hands of the 14. Unless Tech has something to say about that. Where's the 14 at? I wonder if Tech got a black flag. So obviously 17's out front, but he's irrelevant because he's going to have to pit again. So now it's Shackett. More than likely, he's going to be backing it off and saving for a majority of this run. Crangers, he's either going to be pedal to the metal the rest of this run, or he's going to have to save less. And obviously he's got fresher tires. So I believe the 14 has the advantage right now. Into the wall, that's not going to help. He hit it pretty hard there. Tone touch right there as well. Already you can see the 17's backing it off a ton trying to save. I don't see any way. Well, never mind. You can go 44 laps, but 17's going to have to back it off a ton. He's irrelevant at this point unless he gets a caution. So the 31 out front. Now that gap's a little bigger because Cranger smacked the wall. And Crangers is not saving any. He's going. Now the 19, Technasi. I think he got a black flag. He's pretty far behind. So that sucks for Tech. It's been a rough race for him. Well, I say that, and he did get first and second. But I just don't feel like he's had the car that he typically does. But I also know he's got a fourth gear issue as well. So, alright, so let's look. Who else is in contention? The 44, Tone. He was right there on Crangers. Looks like he's lost the time to Crangers. This is going to be between the... So remember when we had a 7-car group? And then I said we're down to 6. And then we're down to 5. Well, now we're down to 2. This is between the 31 and the 14. I believe the 14's got the advantage. He's got the fresher tires, and the 31's right there. But I think the bigger determining factor here is the 31's going to have to save more than Crangers has. Or than Crangers will have to. I don't know if Crangers will have to save it all. He might have to save a little. But if he does, it's not going to be that much. Shackett, though, obviously pitted 2 laps sooner. That's a big difference when it comes to running 33, 35, 37 laps. It's a big difference on how much you have to save. Right now it doesn't look like he's saving a ton, but he's probably gauging it. He's probably watching how fast am I going down on fuel. Yeah, he's definitely saving some. 14 gained on him a ton. 14's not being too crazy with him though. So maybe Cranger's backing off a little bit. Setting up a pass here underneath him. If Shackett has to save, his best bet's to let the 14 go and save. And hope he can save enough to where he can race him at the end. Right here, Shackett needs to save, but he can't let him get away. You also got to remember the tire difference. 2 lap fresher tires, I'm telling you. Crangers is in the captain seat here. Looks like Crangers has the advantage. Couple lap cars in front. We saw Viper was in that lead group, got loose off of 2, wrecked it. And then we see Skins up there as well. Skins has had a quiet night. Looks like a group of 3 here. Midland, or I believe is a lap down, and then Mac Attack and Explosive. Stewart, he's had a quiet night. Event free though. It's not been an eventful night. It's been a good night for Stewart. Tone Touch, I'm not sure. I think he's running in 3rd or 4th. Yeah, I think Tech got a black flag. Trap is obviously saving as much as he can possibly save, trying to stretch at 44 or 43 laps. Making the mistake of not saving at all in the first run. Crangers is past Shackett. And he's not, I mean, he's pulled him a little bit, but this is where Crangers needs to pedal it. Don't let Shackett hang with you and save. If you can get away, get away. Viper not making it very easy on him though. Lap car in his way. Looks like Cranger's going to force his way in. Contact there between the 2. Viper pinched him a ton. Had to lift there to keep it off the wall. Coming at 20 to go. I don't know how many wins Crangers has this season, but I know it's pretty many. Trying to sweep him at Dover. I believe he won Dover last time, but I'm not 100% sure. He hit the wall again there down the straightaway. Shackett not letting him get away, though. Slowly putting a gap on him. This is falling into the hands of the 14 right now. Couple lap cars ahead, you see Wrigley. And the 8, you see Rob in the 7 just ahead. Shackett's not letting him get away. Whether he's saving enough or not, if he is, he'll be able to pounce and maybe race Crangers at the end. I would think Crangers would be putting a bigger gap on him. You know, with the 2 lap fresher tires and obviously having to save less gas, he's not fuel saving at all, so he's running hard. Now they're on Wrigley. Wrigley gonna move out of the way. Coming to 14 to go. Starting to put a gap on him now. He seems to put a gap on him, and then Shackett kind of reels him back in a little bit. I don't know if he's going to reel him in this time, starting to put a bigger gap on him. If we get a caution now, it's going to be all strategies probably going out the window. I mean, if somebody stays out, I mean, they're going to be on extremely old tires. I wouldn't even think. I mean, if you do that, you're not going to win. I'm telling you that now. But obviously, everybody pits and it bunches everybody back up, and then it's balls to the walls, racing there at the end. Everybody going to be racing hard. But I don't think a caution's going to come out at this point. Haven't really had any late race cautions in the developmental series. I don't think we've had a single green, white, checkered overtime finish, so very rare we have really cautions at all. We had 3 in the first, or in the second stage. There's a second stage, but other than that, it's been a clean race. Hootie Hoo going down pit road again, probably didn't save enough. And I believe that 17 car is probably going to end up pitting again as well. Rob, loose, they're off of 4 right in front of the leaders, probably trying to get out of Shackett's way. You can see Crangers building a gap now. A pretty nice one at this point, probably upwards of a second back to Shackett now. Stewart going down pit road again. He likely didn't save enough. You can see the gap now being built. The 14 running away. Looking for another win this season for Crangers. I believe, is that Technosy ahead? is. Coming to 5 to go. Crangers has built quite the gap over Shackett now. I don't know who's in third. 5 to go here for Crangers. Gonna have to ask him how many he's won this season when he gets in the booth. If he even knows. Oh! I don't know what's going on there. 24 sitting in the middle of the track. He was ghosted, but I also saw the 10 was right there. I think... Oh, look how slow Stewart is. There was definitely an incident. No caution, but Viper and Stewart definitely had something going on here. We're gonna watch these two. Viper gonna get by him, no issues here. In the wall, though. And that scared me. Right in front of the leaders, the 10 was sitting on the apron, the 24 ghosted in the middle of the track. Let's get back to the leaders now. Trap did go down pit road. He's coming out now. Alright, now. 3 to go. I don't know what happened. There was definitely an issue because, I mean, 24 had a lot of damage. 10 was sitting there. I just said Stewart had no issues tonight. I don't know what happened there with him and Viper. Crangers here with 2 to go. Big gap now back to the 31. I don't even see him. Wonder if he went down pit road. Nope, still cruising. Backing off the pace. Had to save, that's what I said. 31's going to have to save. 41's going to be good to go. Or 14's going to be good to go. Here we are coming to the white flag for Crangers. Does he have enough? He is in fuel mode again. But obviously he had much less to save than Shackett did. And 2 lap pressure tires was able to get by him. And 31's backing off to save. Crangers through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. I don't know how many this is this season. Hopefully he knows. Because off of turn 4, Crangers will do it again. Winner at Dover. Shackett going to be second. Tone Touch, podium in third. Technos, he almost went a lap down, and he was fourth. Or him and Mac were racing for fourth. You can see the damage there on Stewart. And we saw a little bit on Viper as well. A lot of guys finished many laps down. Alright, Tone Touch, Crangers, and Shackett coming to the booth. Got to get Tone Touch in here. Come on. $3.92. All right. I'm gonna pull up the cars. All right, there he is. Got a copy, Tone Touch.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think this is only your second race, I believe, this season for development.
Yep,
Well,
exactly.
looks like you had a good run, man. I know you were able to get a stage win at Charlotte and have a good run, and another good run tonight, a podium finish for you. And I know Dover's a little different, man, with all the fuel strategy, but you were up front most of the race. It kind of seemed to be, I'd say, 4 cars in the mix, and you were one of them. So
Yep.
walk me through your race and podium finish, man. How do you feel about your car for Sunday?
Oh, it was good, man. It was a good race. The McLovin 44 was it was in the win. It was a good race. The only thing it was just survival of the fittest. A lot of the guys didn't manage their fuel too well. So if they were just going all out and not noticing that you weren't gonna make it if you did, so a lot of guys had to pit that third stage, and it kind of cost them their position. But if you manage the gas here at Dover, you can, pretty much finish top five. And I did that.
Yeah, we saw 17 went out there, led a bunch of laps, and it kind of helped everybody else out. Everybody used him, and were able to save some gas, and he tried to back it off and save, but had to make that extra pit. But hey, awesome run. It looked like you had a pretty solid car. I'm sure you're going to be competitive come Sunday trying to fight your way into the playoffs. How happy are you that the servers are back?
I'm be honest with you, I didn't even know the service was back. I've been working the whole week, so I hopped on and I noticed guys was racing, so that's why I actually missed qualifying. I didn't even get to qualify, so I did make the race though.
Yeah, I'm sure we're all just glad to be here tonight. But awesome run, man, and hopefully you'll be competitive come Sunday.
Absolutely, thank you.
We are going to move on to our second place finisher, the 31 Shaka. You got a copy?
Hello.
Well, not gonna lie, man, the way you drove through the field in that first stage, I thought you had the car to beat, but it looked like you, and again, the 4 guys, I felt like you, Tech, and Tone, and Crangers, I feel like it was going to be between one of you 4, and at the end, it came down between you guys, but I thought you had the best car. I feel like you and the 14 were pretty close, but how'd you feel? I don't know. I called it when you pitted early. I figured that was gonna. I felt like you pitted a little too soon. I felt like you had to probably back it down, save, and Crangers was able to get by you. Do you feel like if you stayed out any longer, do you think the result could have been different? Is that why you fell off so much, having to save?
There was no saving anything else. I ran the car to zero coming to pit on the last stage. I mean, I kind of knew what the car was going to have anyway because we had already run over, and I think I finished second to Tech or something like that at that race too. Um, I I don't know. It's been weird. I was putting a lot more time and effort into, tuning the cars and really doing other things to really make them better. But I don't race on Sunday nights anymore, so I don't really tune the cars like I used to. I mean, I tune them here and there, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I know I'm here to prove something, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm fine with finishing second to Crangers. I mean, probably not going to be the first nor the last time. And after Sonoma, anything's better than finishing eighth place at a road course. So, the car felt great. I mean, I didn't really change anything since the last time we ran Dover. It was the exact same car we brought the first time around, but I pretty much I was running the car to absolute like to where it was puffing for gas coming into pit road. And then I think I ran a little too hard when Crangers passed me because I wanted to kind of stay with him and saw that we had lap traffic coming up and knew if I was going to get back around him. Because my goal was him to get hung up in lap traffic, get around him, and then let me dictate the speed of us, which is kind of what I did off the start of stage 3. I got out front and he immediately put it in fuel gear and, was dictating kind of the speed of the group, knowing that, if I could just run my line, that, they weren't going to get around me unless I made a mistake. And we ended up making a mistake and let the 17 out front. And, you know, it's this, that, and everything else. Could I have saved more? Probably. Was I necessarily really trying to save that much? No, but I knew out of everybody in the race that, there were really only going to be like maybe 4 or 5 of us that really knew how to save the fuel strategy. So worst case scenarios, you get a top 5.
Yeah, I felt like had you been able to stretch it a little longer, I know it sounded like you probably needed a little lower RPM of a gear. You were able to pit. I think you came out 37, 38, somewhere around there, laps to go. And I knew just from running practice beforehand, Cringer stayed out a little longer, so he was able to just pedal to the metal probably all the way to the end. And if you run 37, 38 laps left, you're going to have to save a little bit. And I think that's what happened. I saw you were able to, you had to back it off a little bit, and 14 was able to go. And yeah, you made a good point. This is the first race this season where we're coming back for a second time. And we're going to see a lot more of that throughout the summer and come playoff time. Going to be revisiting some tracks and going to some tracks with some experience. So I'm sure that you had your car ready, didn't have to work on it too much. So good run tonight, Shackett.
Thank you.
We are going to move on to the race winner. Crangers, do you got a copy, man?
Yep.
How many? How many is this? I told everybody I was going to ask you because I've lost count.
It's like 6 or 7.
Stop bragging. Man, you had a good car. You and Shackett, I felt like, had probably the best. I know Tone was right there all race, and Tech was right there for most of the race. I think he black flagged in the final. I know you said you black flagged there in that second stage. I want to ask you, man, you came around with 4 or 5 to go, and I saw the 10 sitting on the apron, the 24 sitting in the middle of the track, and I didn't know what happened. Luckily, he was ghosted. Did that scare you? Do you know what happened? Because it didn't bring out a caution, and I know both of them had a lot of damage.
Trust me, we all knew what happened and what they were trying to do, so I'm glad it didn't happen, because if it did, there would have been a lot of people angry at them. But honestly, the car was great. I still have some work to do, but as a driver perspective, one of my worst races. Stage 1 and Stage 2 was absolutely atrocious. Dropped all the way to 16th and like lap 2, and I had to work my way up. Got to 3rd, and that wasn't bad. Stage 2 was up there, pitted, thought I was in a good spot, black flag. And I was pretty much just miserable for the first 2 stages. As soon as Stage 3 came around, I was just, new race, and just was trying to go, save fuel, get behind anybody. I tried to make my way up through the field while also saving fuel. And I saved a good amount. I came out of the pits with, I think, 34 or 35 to go, so I just slapped it in race gear and went. I think I was about half a lap short at the end. I was sputtering coming to the line, but car in the 3rd stage, I made a little bit of adjustments, and it was real good there, but definitely need to work on the driver's side at this track. Was not the greatest from my part for the first 2 stages, but other than that, it's pretty good. Shout out to Tech. I know I got a black flag, but he was real good. Shaq was great. Tech was T-Rex was great. So everybody, yeah, it was a good race. A lot of clean drivers, and just glad that intentional caution didn't come at the end.
Yeah, that I didn't see what happened. I just saw those guys were sitting there on the track, and I'm like, whoa. Could have been a caution. Could have really changed some things up. But all in all, this was a great race. We were coming off of a fantastic race at Dover earlier this season. That's probably one of, if not the best race of the season. That Dover race was pretty phenomenal. And again, just glad the servers are back on, and glad we had a good turnout tonight. Everybody got back on, and 16 car field again tonight. That's pretty much what we've had for most of the season. So awesome run for you tonight, Crangers, and I'm sure you are ready for come Sunday. I know your car's pretty competitive. And awesome run, good run, Shackett, Tone Touch, and again, I think we're all just glad the servers are back and we're able to race again. I'm excited to come Sunday and run Dover for the second time this season. I missed the first one, so be my first time, but appreciate all the guys that watched and tuned in tonight, and just glad we're back racing again. So see you guys. We're at New Hampshire next week, so see you guys at a flat mile next week rather than a banked one. Peace.